Hey, what's going on, you guys? It's Toby's Talk Show, and today we are back with another episode, and we will be talking about Aaron Rodgers staying one more year in Green Bay. The Packers and Aaron Rodgers finally have an agreement in place for him to return to training camp and for him to play the season as a Packer. It kind of happened quickly. You heard the news from Schefter that, it seems like, yesterday there were rumblings that, Rodgers will be willing to play for the Packers, and today there was a deal that was set that basically lets Rodgers leave the year after. And it seems like he'd be able to leave. I don't know if that means that he'll get traded or not. It'll be very interesting because obviously that could change a lot. But really, what this means for the Packers is they get one more run at it. You saw, Rodgers and Devontae Adams both post the Last Dance, like a photo of Jordan and Pippen, representing the Last Dance. It's more like Malone and Stockton. I saw that on Twitter since they haven't won, the two of them together, but they've been close a lot of times. But I mean, it's good news for the Packers. If you're a Packers fan, you're very happy. You don't want to trade Rodgers because if you're trading Rodgers, you're going into rebuild mode. And who remembers the last time the Packers were bad? I don't. But this is big news because we didn't know what Rodgers was going to do. It seemed like he wanted out early on. When he was doing his Jeopardy run in the beginning of the summer or late in the spring, it seemed like he was gone. It seemed like there were teams like the Broncos that were very interested. But as time goes on, you need to have your quarterback ready. And know the formation, know the offense, and you can't just sub a quarterback in right before training camp or right before the season. So it seemed like more and more that Rodgers was either going to play for the Packers or just sit out the year. And we knew that like a week ago we found out he wasn't going to sit. And then like I said yesterday, we found out about the rumblings of him wanting to play. And then today they've made a deal basically where he'll be able to leave after this year. So this is it. This is the Packers' last chance, probably for a minute, to win a championship. And obviously they don't want to They don't want to lose that opportunity easily. They're obviously going to try their best to, win the chip. There's a lot of good teams in the East or in the NFC, and a lot of good teams in general to beat if you want to win it all. You're gonna have to play one of Mahomes, Lamar, Josh Allen in the Super Bowl, and you're gonna have to go through Brady, Russell Wilson probably again, etc. To make it to the Super Bowl in general. So it's gonna be tough for the Packers, right? We've seen the Packers lose in the NFC Championship 3 times in the last 5 years. And they've been close so many times. Is this the year they're going to do it? I don't think they got that much better. They still have their group of guys, so they should be good. But it's going to be interesting, man. I just think it's going to be great now that we know. Look, Rodgers is going to leave next year. It's going to be a very fun offseason. I can't believe I'm looking forward to next year's offseason already. That's what's so fun with sports is you get to look into the future, look now, think about the past, etc. That's why I'm in love with sports, man. I just can't wait. It's gonna be exciting, seeing this year, knowing that this is Rodgers' last year. I'm sure he'll do a lot of goodbyes and cheers and all that. But you knew Rodgers wanted a nice way to go out in Green Bay, not just leave the team after a loss in the NFC Championship to Tom Brady. And this gives him that, and this gives the Packers fans that. Because either way, you got to love Aaron Rodgers. Been there for his whole career, 16 years, won them a chip, has been so close so many times. Issues with just the team not getting him the pieces, either on offense at times or on defense. They finally have a good defense. They don't have receivers besides Adams. They never had a good defense before that, etc. But it's interesting because Adams going to go now too. We heard the rumblings. They were trying to work an extension out, and then they didn't. It seems like they separated from talking for a minute, and then he posted that Last Dance story. So are they both going to be gone? Because then you're really starting from the beginning, starting real fresh. If your two best players, the two most valuable players in the team, obviously wide receivers aren't as valuable as we think. But they could, get you together at least 5, 6 first-round picks, and nice young players. So that's really it, guys. I just wanted to make this video because it is big news. I don't want to talk about. I don't want to make a whole video for Valanciunas and the Adams trade. But if you guys do care, I'll add in here. I think the Pelicans won pretty big on that. If you don't care about the NBA, you could leave. But I'm saying quickly, I think the Pelicans won. Grizzlies moving from 17 to 10 isn't that much. If you just nail your pick, you nail your pick. If you don't, you don't. And that's what it really comes down to. And the Pelicans are just getting better. They're able to get the contracts of Adams and Bledsoe off, so that gives them now leverage to sign Alonzo Ball, re-sign Alonzo Ball, match a contract Alonzo Ball, or get a Kyle Lowry. And getting Valanciunas is a big upgrade. People don't understand how good Valanciunas is. He's just so underrated. He's in Memphis. No one's watching him. But he's a 2020 guy, every third game. So I think the Pelicans won. I think, if the Grizzlies hit on their picks, we could be talking about it differently in a few years. But just from looking at it right now, I think the Pelicans get huge. They now have flexibility for the free agency, and they got better at center. But yeah, guys, and it gives them more spacing, which they really needed. So that's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great rest of your day. Bye, guys.